Hey there, welcome to day 260 of our Knock the Camera. Let's Go annual challenge. Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here, and today we are continuing our deeper dive into contribution growth. We're focusing on how do we contribute, how do we engage with things outside of us, how do we impact the world around us, not just our little world. But the truth is, whatever we give out, we get back. So today we're talking about selecting organizations or finding causes that align with our values. And that's critical. We've got Maxine's story and guide 2 of the Let's Grow Annual Challenge private Facebook group page. And when we contribute to a cause, like I just said, we and the organization both benefit greatly. I think we underestimate the amount of personal development and transformation that we go through as we are doing things to impact the world outside of ourselves. We often forget that volunteering or just being kind, for goodness sake, has a huge impact on other people's lives. I think each and every one of us can think of a story or a time in our life when we were feeling upset about something, down or blue, and somebody, a random stranger, just smiled at us or looked us in the eye and gave us an encouraging glance that helped us to know that we weren't alone and that this too shall pass. I can think of dozens of examples of that in my life when people have shown me kindness, and I like to hope that I have reciprocated and will continue to reciprocate that behavior and kindness toward other human beings. Sometimes I forget, sometimes we all do. Sometimes we're so stuck in our own little world, we don't even know what's going on around us. So Maxine shares her story in guide 2 of how she sorted through, sifted, and decided what type organizations, what type projects, what type things she was going to volunteer and contribute to. Contributing, again, not only helps the organization we're contributing to, but it helps us to increase our emotional resilience. A lot of the organizations, a lot of the causes that we care deeply about are extremely emotional for us, and why we choose them is different for each and every one of us, but it's always based on emotion, right? It's based on an experience we may have had when we were younger or something we might be going through at the same time, but we're just a little bit ahead in our journey, and so we know we can help other people to go through that trial or challenge or struggle as well. It enhances our problem solving skills. Volunteering, helping, putting yourself out into the world in any way, shape, or form increases and helps us to deal with challenges and solve problems much more effectively than if we just stayed in our own little bubble, in our own little world. It deepens our sense of purpose, right? I think that for many of us, if not all human beings, and obviously not all, nothing applies to all human beings, but for many of us, we have this underlying current or desire to make the world a better place, to have a positive impact on not only our life, but the lives of people we love and care about, or people that are involved in situations that we are concerned or care about. So how do we go about deciding what's right for us and what's in alignment with our values? Number one, we reflect on our passions and our values and what's most important to us. I think that one of the most valuable questions we can ask ourselves is, what matters most to me? What do I care about? What gets my blood boiling? What gets me upset, etc.? And then the flip side of that, what just lights me up when I know that I'm making a difference to it, or that I actually have something of value to add and contribute to that. We want to evaluate different organizations or causes' impact. What kind of an impact are they actually having on the world? Is that something we want to participate in or not participate in? There's all kinds of causes we can participate in that are absolutely positively destroying our world, our country, etc. And we can choose to participate in those, but we need to understand what the impact is. Maybe we get involved in those causes because we want to make a positive difference. We want to help shift and turn that organization around so it actually is doing something that's for good, not for their own selfish, evil interests. Obviously, I've had some experience with organizations that are not very altruistic. Thus, my belief system that we need to investigate, we need to find out, we need to know what kind of an impact they want to have. And we join forces with those that are in alignment with our values, that match our values, that have the same values that we do in areas that are most important to us. So we're going to evaluate their impact, and there's different ways of doing that. If you want more information on that, just ask. I've evaluated literally hundreds and hundreds of different causes and organizations in order to decide whether they were worth one of my companies or my time and energy to partner up with. And another strategy for me is, and another way I think that we need to test the waters is start small, start by volunteering, start by, doing something small for an organization until you get a better inside look at how it really works, what really goes on. Uh, and to make sure that that is something that you want to do. And remember that there's this huge ripple effect of any way that we share or help or uh, contribute. It has a huge impact on the world. So, maybe you're just signing up for one of these television, and I'm going to say proceed with massive caution here. If they can afford a television commercial, is the money really going to what it says it's going to? But there's a ripple effect of any good we put out into the world increases, but also returns to us. It's not the only reason to give and contribute. We do it because it makes us feel awesome. I don't know about you. If you've never done it, today I challenge you to find some way to help or guide or give back to the world around you. But today we're just going to think about and maybe find one new and different organization or cause that you've never participated in before, and just do this. Look into it a little bit, find out what kind of an impact it's having, and then just share done in the comments below. You don't have to share what organization you want to be a part of, unless of course you want to, and then you absolutely should. If you feel like you should share it because it'll positively impact other people and it probably will give them ideas, then do so. I will do the same thing. I haven't explored a new one, so let's explore a new one together and see what we can find that aligns with our goals and our passions and our interests, and that we actually know with 100% certainty, because we all have things to contribute, that we can contribute to that group, cause, organization in a positive way. I don't want to hear if you want to join something like a terrorist group or anything like that. Please don't share those. Not the place. All right. Have an awesome day, and I'll of course be with you tomorrow.